गोकुमार अस्ले कोरेका मानो वीरान् प्रभाविनो भजिराविर्वन्तः सनं स्वाहवामहे नमः संभवाय च मयुद्भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च महेश्वराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवकरं न उर्वारुकमिव वन्दनादितो मुक्तीयमामृता।
Hello guys, this is KK Singh, Vedic Astrologer, and today we are having Surinder ji again in our channel. So today we are going to discuss about the nakshatra and how to do the prediction based on nakshatra and his techniques in Nadi. And also we will see the maturity age or the age of activation of Saturn and Ketu and how they are going to be affecting us. So welcome Surinder ji to
Thank you very much.
Jyoti. So
thank you very much, KK Singh ji, for calling me to address your viewers on your channel. So today I am going to take up the very important topic, that is nakshatra. And according to me, there are the 4 pillars of the astrology. What are these 4 pillars? These are sign, house, planet, and nakshatra. So sign is a soil, planet is a farmer, and house is a location, and nakshatra is a seed. So out of all the 4, seeds are very important. If my soil is good, my farmer is good, my location is good, but my seed is not good, then there will be no crop at all. So therefore, the nakshatras are of a very importance, and we should not ignore the nakshatra while making the predictions. So let us start from the Ashwini nakshatra. This is the first nakshatra of our 20 out of the 27 nakshatra, the first nakshatra. The area of this nakshatra is the sign Aries in between 0 to 13 degree 20. That is ruled by the Ashwini nakshatra. The ruler of the nakshatra is Ashwini. Sign lord is Mars. And Ketu is the owner. Now I will be taking up one by one what are the basic features of this nakshatra, how to use it while making the prediction. So first of all, is ruled by Ketu. Number 2 is symbol. His symbol is the horse head. Number 3 is deity. Deity is Ashwini Kumar.
Sir, number 1 is what, sir? Number 1 is what?
Number 1 is that let us start from again. It is the area of the Ashwini nakshatra is 0 to 13 degree 28.
Right.
Therefore, the sign lord of the Ashwini nakshatra is the Mars. Ruler of the Ashwini nakshatra is the Ketu.
Right.
Now I will be taking up simple basics of the nakshatra and how to use it while making the prediction. First of all, the ruler is Ketu. Symbol is horse head. Deity is Ashwini Kumar. Guna are Rajas. Goal is Dharma. And its group is Deva. Nadi is Vata. Nature is swift. Caste is merchant. Direction is south. And element is earth. And its power is passive, activation. Process is create. Gender is male. Animal is horse. And body part is head and brain. So now, how to use it? It is a horse head, and we know the horse is the symbol of energy. Therefore, those who are influenced by the Ashwini nakshatra are very energetic, very much energetic, very active, very quick and swift in nature and successful in the direction south. And their deity is the Ashwani Kumar. Ashwani Kumars are the doctors of the gods. Therefore, all the persons having the key planets in the Ashwani Nakshatra are very much successful in the field of the healing industry. They are very good. I'm not restricting to medical industry. I am telling healing industry. Healing industry, doctors are in the healing industry. Reiki persons are in the healing industry. Therapists, physiotherapists are in the healing industry. And astrologers are also in the healing industry. The area of the healing industry is very vast.
Right.
So it is Ashwani Kumar. So one thing we can derive from the Ashwani Nakshatra is your key planet. Now what I mean by the key planet is my Lagna, key planet is by moon, and key planet is my sun. Why Lagna is important? Lagna is my body. Why moon is important? Moon is my mind. And why sun is important?
Soul.
Sun is my soul. So here we can very well say the person under the influence of the Ashwini Nakshatra are very successful in the healing industry. And they are very quick in action. Why quick in action? They are represented by the horse. Horse is the very powerful and very quick. Here one thing very important is that is the division of the nakshatra in the 4 parts.
Right.
That is the micro analysis of the nakshatra. Every nakshatra is divided in the 4 parts. That is first pada, second pada, third pada, and fourth pada.
Right.
Here I would like to make it clear so what is the meaning of first pada, second pada, third pada, and fourth pada. First pada represents the dharma. But it is not, dharma means not religion, dharma means duty.
Duty, correct.
Second pada is artha. Artha means money, our economic activities.
Right.
And third pada is the kama. Kama means the fulfillment of our desire. And fourth pada is moksha. Moksha means not moksing the soul. Moksha means liberation. That is azadi. Now I would like to make it clear a simple example. We become ready in the morning and go for our duties. What is that? That is dharma. After doing the duty, we get the money, salary, or in business. That is, what is that? That is artha. After performing the duty and earning the artha, what for we are earning? We are earning to satisfy our desires. That is our kama. Now moksha, after earning, performing the duty, after earning the money, and after fulfillment of the desire, the one activity is over. One activity is over, we require the rest, comfort. That is liberation. But this circle is again start. First dharma, arth, kama, moksha, and then dharma, arth, kama, and moksha.
Right.
This circle is going to continue. And why this nakshatra of Ketus are very important? Hello.
Yes, sir. Ji.
Because you just see, all the trines are owned by Ketu.
Right.
Ashwani falls in Aries.
Magha falls in Leo.
Leo and
Mula falls in
Mula
Sagittarius.
falls in. So it is, what is it? That is every after completing the every event, then we restart.
Right.
So that is why the Ketu's nakshatras are very, very important. You should remember what is the importance of the nakshatra of the Ketu. Ketu is a planet of detachment.
Right.
Ketu means keep our desire and fulfill, and I don't want
Anything
anything
more.
further.
Hmm.
Now I will come to the fourth pada. What is the difference? What difference is created by the fourth pada? The first pada of the Ketu is owned by Mars.
Right.
Second pada of the Ketu is owned by Venus.
Venus. Okay.
And Venus of the Taurus sign,
Right.
not Libra. Here, one thing is very important, it is Taurus sign. Number third pada is the Mercury. That is of Gemini,
Hmm.
not Virgo. There is a lot of difference between Gemini and Virgo.
100%.
And fourth pada is of the Moon.
Moon.
Okay. What is that pada? Pada is actually the Navansha. Pada is actually the Navansha.
Right. The D9.
So why pada is important? Pada is very important because as per astrology, our D1 is the tree
Right.
and fruit lies in the Navansha.
Yes. D9 is the
Now
proof.
how to make the prediction? Just see what different prediction means. Suppose our Ketu is in between 0 to 3 degree 20. First pada. Hello.
3 degree 20 minutes, sir. Ji.
Our Ketu is in between 0 to 3 degree 20. It means it is in the first pada. And first pada owned by Mars. Now see, sign is Aries, Mars. Ruler is Ketu, Mars plus Ketu. And pada lord is Mars. Then it will give Mars plus Ketu plus Mars. Mars is having a double power. And it is Aries. Aries means initiation. Wherever the Ketu will be, the planet will be in the first pada, the native will be very much energetic and always taking the initiative. Now coming to the second pada. Second pada is owned by the Venus.
Venus.
Now what difference it will make? Now it is Ketu plus Mars plus Venus.
Right, sir. Ketu plus Mars.
Ketu plus Venus. Ketu plus Mars, same thing, but Venus involved here. What Venus? Venus of the second sign, Taurus. Yani ki money making. The native will be very much active in the financial activities if it is in the second pada. Now we are coming to the third pada. Third pada is owned by the Mercury, Gemini.
Right.
Now it will be Ketu plus Mars plus Mercury.
Correct.
How it is Mercury is of the Gemini. What does it mean?
Communication.
The native will be very much intelligent, very good communication skill, and very much interested in the short distance travel. Because it is Mercury. Now we are coming to the fourth pada. Fourth pada is owned by the Moon. Now it is Ketu plus Mars plus Moon. What does it mean? The native would like to enjoy the comfort. Native will want to have a security, protection, because nobody planet has the qualification of protection more than a moon, because moon represents the mother. If it is a first pada, then one thing is very important. The first pada, the person will be interested to enjoy the other's money.
Interested to enjoy the others' money.
Others' money.
Acha.
And if it is a second pada, then native will be childish in nature. And if it is a third pada, the native will be fortunate. And if it is fourth pada, then the native will enjoy the long life. This is the difference between first pada, second pada, third pada, and fourth pada.
I have one question here. Like this is applicable for Ashwini, okay, but is the same thing applicable for every other nakshatra, or there is some other rules?
It is applicable. I am talking about Ashwani also. We are describing the Ashwani also.
Okay, sir. No
So we
issue.
cannot to the other nakshatras. Now, next question is, what are the positive traits and negative traits of the Ashwani nakshatra?
Correct.
People of the Ashwani nakshatra are very confident, self-sufficient, initiative taking, and stylish, interested in adventurous sports, very quick in action, very quick in action.
Hmm.
And
Mars.
horse,
And the horse,
Hmm.
yes.
horse. But what are the negative traits? Negative traits, they are very impatient.
Hmm.
Very impatient. Aries is always in hurry. And if their goal is not achieved, so then they are very much frustrated.
Mhm.
That is their negative side. Now, what are the professions which should be the person, those who are having the key planets in the Ashwini Nakshatra? Key planets, I have already explained, that is Lagna,
Sun and moon.
Sun, Moon. And when we are talking about the profession, so we should not forget the Saturn and 10th Lord.
2nd and 10th also.
Saturn and 10th Lord.
Acha, Saturn and 10th Lord. Okay, Saturn and 10th Lord. We should also.
If Saturn is in the Ashwini, it means your karma is going to be associated with the healing industry. If you are
Correct.
10th Lord in Nakshatra, then also you are going to in the healing industry. Now, what are the professions? What are the professions which suit the person, those who are under the influence of the Ashwini Nakshatra? Number one, Ashwini Nakshatra falls in the sign of Aries. So they are very successful in the department of police, armed forces, sportsmen, and any industry which provides the power. And they are very good physiotherapists. They are very good support person, because that is a sign Aries, full of energy. Next, they are very good doctors, very good healers, because their deity is the Ashwani Kumar.
Ashwini Kumar, yes.
So they are very good doctors. So what are the professions suitable for the Ashwani Nakshatra? That is number one, police, armed forces, support person, physiotherapist, doctor,
Doctor.
Reiki master, healing industry, astrologer also doing healing. Actually, right. We should understand the purpose of the astrology. According to me, astrology is the science of counseling.
Right, right.
It is a astro counseling, and we should be very careful while making the analysis and prediction to the native.
100%. Sure.
Because nobody comes to doctor, astrologer, and lawyer. सुखी आदमी कोई नहीं आता.
No.
It is our
the
duty.
person who are in the problem, they only come to doctor healers and.
It is our duty to counsel him. If it is time is good, we should. Okay, this is the time, good time. You should make efforts. And if the time is bad, so we can give cautions and be conscious, not good. But we should not discourage. Our duty is to boost their points.
Right, right.
Now I will tell you one very interesting how the activation is of the nakshatra.
Right, sir.
So Ashwini nakshatra is 24th year and 46th year and 62nd. So now I would like to request you to share the second how focused on the phases of you may open first case study of 23rd Feb 1987.
Yes, sir. 1984. Wait, sir. Okay, the first chart we are taking.
1987.
1987.
23rd February 1987.
Yes,
13:16 hours Delhi.
Yes, sir.
Open.
Yeah, this is the chart, sir. Gemini ascendant is there. Gemini
It
ascendant.
is the Gemini ascendant.
Right.
Now, see, the Mars is in the Aries.
Yes, Mars
Mars is in the Aries.
Ashwini.
In the Aries, and degree is 10 degree 15, and it is the Ashwini Nakshatra.
Right, sir.
It is fourth pada. Okay.
Right, sir.
Now, note down that at the 24th year, your Saturn will be activated.
24th is the Saturn period activation.
Now, see, Saturn period is Mars is in the Ashwini Nakshatra.
Right. In the 11th house.
In the 11th house, and Saturn is placed in the 6th house.
Right, sir. Yes, here.
So and the 24th year, the native got the job.
Okay.
Why he has got the job in the 24th year? Because Mars is in the Ashwini Nakshatra and the Saturn is placed in the another sign of the Mars in the 6th house. That is the house of job.
Right.
That is job is provided in the 26th year by the Ashwini Nakshatra. It's clear now what I want to say.
Yes, sir. It's absolutely clear, sir.
Now please take up the second horoscope. Second horoscope is of the 2nd April 1962.
2nd April 1962. Let me check. Okay, yes. 2nd April 1962. Yes, sir.
1962.
Yes.
That is Aries Lagna.
Right, Aries Lagna.
Okay. So in second thing is that if any planet is the Ashwini Nakshatra, so that planet which is associated with the Ketu will be activated in your 46th year.
Okay.
Now you see here, Venus is in the
Ashwini
Aries.
Nakshatra. Right.
Venus in the Ashwini Nakshatra.
Right, sir.
Now ruler is Ketu.
Right.
Ketu is conjuncted with Saturn in the 10th house.
Right, sir. Right, sir.
In the 42nd, 46th year, the native has an argument with the boss and quit the job on the spot.
Okay.
Why quitting the job? Just see, Ketu is conjuncted with the Saturn.
Right.
Ketu is a planet of liberation, na?
Right. Detachment. Cutting off
From where what he has liberated from the job.
from the job. Right.
Liberated from the job. And Ketu Saturn conjunction is always very bad so far our profession is concerned. That I have observed in so many cases. If there is a Ketu and Saturn conjunction in your horoscope, there will be lot of struggle in your job.
Right, sir.
But there is one thing very interesting which I have observed. If the job is connected with the social work, spirituality or NGO, then the Ketu Saturn conjunction will be a boon for you.
Okay, sir.
The Ketu have two things. Number one is detachment and another is the flag. Jhanda.
Jhanda. Dhwaja.
Dhwaja. So where he Ketu act as a Dhwaja, where he says the native is performing the profession which is liked by Ketu. Here, one very interesting case was come to me of a lady that is a very well-known astrologer.
Right.
She given me her chart and told me, Sunny sir, in the last 12 to 15 years service, I have changed my job 10 times. There is no stability at all. What should I do? When I see her horoscope, there was a connection between Ketu and
Saturn.
I immediately reached to the conclusion, what is the problem? Problem is the Ketu plus Saturn. If the Ketu plus Saturn, there will be no stability in your job. I suggested her, if you want stability in your job, you are advised to join an NGO and a social organization which is working for the society. She acted on my advice, and after joining the NGO, working in the NGO since last 10 years.
No, wow, this is wonderful.
No, Ketu and Saturn has not disturbed him because she was doing the job of the liking of the Ketu.
Right, sir.
So that is there. Now, next chart you may please open.
Okay, sir.
That is of the 17th of October 1967.
Right, sir. And it is, I guess, Aquarius ascendant. Yes, sir. Aquarius ascendant is there.
Aquarius. And now just see here, Rahu is in the Aries.
Right. Rahu is in the Aries, sir. Yes, sir. Rahu is in the Aries.
Rahu
is in the third house.
Aries. The third house in the Ashwani Nakshatra.
Right. Right, sir.
And Charan is, that is second Charan.
Right, sir.
Second Charan is owned by Venus.
Right, sir.
Now, what is it? That is Rahu plus Mars plus Ketu plus Venus.
Rahu plus Mars plus Ketu plus Venus.
Venus. Four energies are working there.
Okay.
What
Rahu, Mars, Ketu, and Venus. Wow.
Venus.
Yes. Yes. Four things.
What happened in the 24th year? In the 24th year, the native has met with a severe accident.
Okay.
Why it is so? Just see. Rahu in Aries, Venus in Leo,
right,
and Mars is in the Sagittarius.
Right, sir.
What happened? These are all in the fire element, Agni Tattva.
Right, sir.
Rahu is aspecting the Venus and Mars is trying from Venus. That is, Venus is the vehicle and Mars is the accident.
Right, sir. Venus is also the Karka for vehicle. Yes, sir.
Venus is the Karka of vehicle.
Right.
And Rahu in the Aries. Rahu is in the Aries in the third house, the house of Mars. And Mars is trying from Venus. So that causes a severe accident. But even after the severe accident, the native was safe. Nothing major damage has been done to the native. Now, why it is so? See, Venus is associated with the Jupiter.
Right, right.
Conjected with the Jupiter. Jupiter is a divine grace. Jupiter is a protection. Jupiter has saved the person in the severe accident. Now, I would like to make it clear as to how we can use the nakshatras. Nakshatras are very important. If we do not use the nakshatras, we may not be coming to the conclusive prediction.
Right, sir.
So I think I have taken up the Ashwani Nakshatra. If you have any question, so most welcome.
Sir, I guess one question is still in my head. The thing is like, sir, these two ages which you have told, if you can just repeat it once for the audience, then it will be very wonderful. Like the 20, the 20, the
24, 24, 46.
Okay.
Very eventful year for the person, those who are having their key planets in the nakshatra.
Okay, okay. But sir, when we are looking at the 46th year, okay, 46th year in the previous chart, when we have looked at in the second chart, when the person left the job.
Quit the job.
Yes. So in this case, sir, so anything in the 24th year happened, or sir, the 46th year?
There is a difference between 24th year and 46th year, that should be clearly understood. 24th year, planet which is in the nakshatra Ashwini will activate your Saturn.
Okay. Okay.
That is a rule. And in the 46th year, the planet which is conjuncted with the Ketu will be activated.
Okay, okay. That means
but coincidence is that in the both the cases it is Saturn.
Right. In the both the cases it is Saturn. So
it is coincident.
Right, right. That is why
the 24th year, any planet in the nakshatra Ashwini will activate your Saturn. That is rule. And the 46th year, the planet conjuncted with the Ketu will be activated.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay,
and now I don't have any example for the 62nd year because I don't have any data for the 62nd year. But in the 62nd year, any planet in the nakshatra Ashwini is going to deteriorate your health.
Okay.
Native will have to suffer due to health. And if your Ashwini nakshatra is afflicted, then you can have a problem in your brain or head. Because it is Ashwini nakshatra owned by the sign Aries, which signify our
head. So there might be some mental issues. There might be some mental issues.
There may be mental issues. There may be a stroke.
There may be.
There can be tumor in the head. There can be a headache. Yes. Whatever, anything related with the head and brain.
Right.
62nd year is not good for the person, those who are having their key planet in the Ashwini nakshatra.
Right, sir.
So here I have completed the Ashwini nakshatra, but ruled by Ketu. Here one thing I want to tell you, what the people do, they see the planet is in the nakshatra of the Ketu. So it will disturb us. Nothing like that. There is a difference between three nakshatras. Ashwini nakshatra will give you different result, Magha nakshatra will give you different result, and Mool nakshatra will give you different. I have seen number of horoscopes to those who are having their 10th Lord or Saturn in the Magha nakshatra are the IAS officers on the topmost post. Why it is so? Because Magha nakshatra falls in the sign Leo.
Right, sir.
Now, there is a difference between the Magha and Mula.
Right.
Any person having the key planet in the Mula nakshatra will be a very good researcher, very good scientist, because in the Mula nakshatra they would like to examine, go up to the roots.
Right. That
so we should be very aware while dealing with the nakshatra. We should not categorize in the one sphere. It is Ketu nakshatra, it will do this. No. Ashwini nakshatra will do some different way. Magha nakshatra will do different result, and Mula will give the different result.
Different thing.
Here, one more interesting case which has come to me because I did my research in the medical astrology.
Yes, sir.
So one person was referred to me. Yes, sir. We have changed at least 10 doctors, but there is no clue and there is no relief. So I told him, it is very difficult, but I advise you to go to a doctor whose 10th Lord is in the Ashwini Nakshatra. You will be cured. You will be cured. Here, one thing very important, I would like to quote by your viewers. It is very important. That is the remedy.
Right.
Remedy that is mentioned in the Bhavishya Puran.
Right.
These remedies are mentioned in the Bhavishya Puran, and I have taken it from some of the colleagues who has posted on the internet. That was very interesting. That's why I have copied and saved it.
Right.
So there is a specific remedy suggested by the Bhavishya Puran. If you are not recovering from the illness, if the continuous illness is there and there is no improvement, so you should offer and recite the nakshatra of the Bij mantra of Ashwini Nakshatra, particular on the day when the moon is the Ashwini Nakshatra. And you will see the changes. You will be recovered very speedily. That I have checked it so many times.
Right.
And if suppose there is an emergency, the moon nakshatra, moon will come in Ashwini Nakshatra after 14 days, but my patient is in the ICU, so I can't wait when the moon will come in the Ashwini Nakshatra.
Correct.
Then there is an alternative. We should recite the Bij mantra of Ashwini Nakshatra during the Hora of the Ketu.
Okay.
Hora of the Ketu. I think I have covered all the things which I know about the Ashwini Nakshatra.
Yes, sir. So this was wonderfully explained by you that every pada has a different meaning. Every pada will be activating a different set of purushartha altogether. Every nakshatra.
Not every pada. Here one thing is very important. Another thing is important. That is Ashtakvarga.
Ashtakvarga,
It
right.
makes a lot of difference. Suppose
Okay.
my Saturn is in the Capricorn.
Right.
Okay. Capricorn is going to remain in the Saturn is going to remain in the Capricorn for 2.5 years now.
Right. Right.
So whether there will be same result for 2.5 years?
No, no, never.
Not
It will
at
not
all.
be. Hmm.
There will be different results. The results will change on every 3 degree 45 minutes.
Right, sir. Based on the
As soon as the Saturn will change the Kaksha,
right.
the results
Kaksha.
will be changed. Suppose, so for example, nowadays Saturn is transiting in its own Kaksha.
Own Kaksha, right, right.
That is up to 3 degree 25, 45.
45.
It will be giving the result of the Saturn.
Right.
When it will move to 3 degree 45 minutes to 7 degree 30 minutes, it will be giving the results of Jupiter, not Saturn, because it will be in the Kaksha of the Jupiter. So these are the very minute things which is ignored by the astrologers. If we would like to make a prediction, we should never forget the nakshatra, we should never forget the Ashtakvarga, and we should never forget the Kaksha.
Right.
These are very important factors by making the prediction.
100%, sir. So I guess the viewers, if you have any questions regarding this video on the Ashwini Nakshatra, so definitely write it in the comment section. So we will definitely try to answer the questions. Okay. And also I would like to inform all the guests and all the viewers of this channel that sir is going to start the classes on Nakshatra also, and also regarding the Prashna Kundali, because sir is doing Prashna Kundali for I think more than 30 years now. So Prashna Kundali and the Nakshatra series, both sir is going to teach. And if anyone is interested to join the course, definitely contact me. The number will be given in the description section below. And definitely, sir, it is I'm very glad that you came on the channel and gave us a lot of information.
One thing is, I have gone beyond the topic sometimes, but it is in the interest of the viewers.
Right.
If
Sir.
I have gone beyond the topic, that is Ashtakvarga, Svastika, Diksha is not likely to be taken up here, but I have taken up. And one thing I have noted is we cannot ignore the nakshatra at all. If we will ignore the nakshatra, we will not be able to make a right decision.
Right,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So this was KK Singh, Vedic astrologer, and
Okay,
signing off for today. And
okay, thank you.